Hey, babe. Mom. Hey, hon.
Mom.
Welcome back to Mostly Domestic,
A generational podcast. I'm Joy.
I'm Ley.
We're so excited.
And today we're going to talk over each other.
Yay! That makes sense. Right?
Yeah, we always are.
Yeah, so it's okay.
How was your week?
It was really good. I'm tired. I'm catching up on sleep, cleaning, everything. We had the grandkids. So my daughter and her family came down. They stayed for a few days with all the grandkids. And then they left the older grandkids with my husband and I. We took them to Orlando, to Universal. And it was our granddaughter's first trip. So it was very exciting, like for her to stay at a resort, do the whole, Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. And she loved it. Both the grandkids, my grandson's been there a lot, so he's gone, but she's never gone. So it was really exciting. And she did so well. Standing in line, neither one of them complained. I mean, I heard more teenagers complaining.
Big.
Yeah, she not one time. Will, he never has, so I wasn't expecting it from him, but I wasn't sure how she was going to be because it's new, to have to wait. And the longest wait we had, I think, was like 35 minutes, which is a long time for a 4-year-old. And she did amazing. She just walked through the line looking at everything, and she was mesmerized by it all. So she had fun. It was a good time. And our grandson enjoyed it. Yeah. So it was fun. We had a great time. How about you?
Well, I went to the Kanye concert.
Okay.
It was incredible.
Yeah. He put on an excellent show.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He had to wait like an hour to come out because he stands on this globe and it's projector.
Okay.
So it has to be completely dark out, and Raymond James is outside. So
yeah,
we had to wait an hour after, but it was so good.
It was worth it.
Yeah, me and Jake were just looking at each other like, this doesn't feel real.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Especially because Kanye doesn't tour really anymore. He doesn't do anything,
Yeah, definitely not in the U.S. Like, I think this is his first time back in the U.S. since he did L.A., but I mean, that's kind of far.
Or maybe Wyoming, when he used to hold stuff at his house.
Yeah, the Sunday service.
Maybe.
Yeah, and I also got us Ella Langley tickets.
I know. I'm so excited. And you worked your ass off for those tickets, though. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, so tell me about it, because I don't know everything. I mean...
Well, I knew that it was going to be crazy. I had the pre-sale code, and I was trying to get into queue.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't let me in. Ticketmaster was failing, as it does. Like, Ticketmaster has a monopoly on...
I know.
All the tickets.
It's crazy.
And they should, at this point, have infrastructure to deal with this.
Yeah.
I mean, all these data centers that are going up, you know which one I would actually support? A Ticketmaster data center.
Yeah.
Because what the heck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
They've been doing this for how many years? Since I was a kid. Back in the day, though, I'd have to go stand in line and go get my tickets that way. I mean,
I bet that was a nightmare.
It was actually fun. I mean, I was a kid doing it. It was a nightmare for my parents, for my mom, because she'd have to go. I lived in Miami. My first concert ever was New Kids on the Block at Joe Robbie Stadium in Miami, Florida. I was 12 years old. I still have the t-shirt, like my original t-shirt. And I wore it to the concert many years later, like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, to them again. But yeah, so we had to stand in line though for hours, get there early and buy our tickets. And then we had to keep up with our tickets, because that's the only way you're getting in. There's no scanning them, having them someplace else held. If I lose that paper ticket, it's gone. I still have those tickets in my New Kids on the Block chest that I have.
Okay, mega fan.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
That was one of my rapid fire questions. I was going to ask what your first concert was.
Yeah.
Since this seems to be a concert podcast, we talked about concerts 2 weeks in a row now.
Oh, that's true. That's funny.
Yeah, the tickets, I was scared I wasn't going to get them.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, it was me that was the problem, and my technology, it wasn't Ticketmaster, so we just weren't going to get them.
Right.
And I was going to fail us.
Yeah.
And then I got a text saying Ticketmaster was down, and that I'd get a notification when it was back up. And I just kept trying. Then I get in, and I'm trying to find a seat section that is affordable and good. and I add them to the cart and it says they're not available anymore. So I go back and I'm like trying to find more, add them to the cart, not available anymore. Then the original tickets that I added were available again.
Oh.
So I added them back, not available anymore. And I just started adding them. And then eventually it was like, all right, here's your cart. You have these tickets.
Nice.
Yeah. So
we have floor seats. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I'm glad she like added a concert. Jason tried to get tickets and they ended up canceling that concert. So thank goodness Jason didn't spend the money on those tickets because we would have had to fly somewhere, stay up there. And I don't remember, it was technical difficulties or whatever it was. So when you told me she was coming down here, I was just like, I've loved her for years. Before she blew up like this, I've been listening to her. So I've liked her for that long. You, however, liked her for way longer.
She's from my hometown.
Yeah.
And we did go to the same school.
Yeah.
She's a few years younger than me, and, you know, we weren't close friends or anything.
Yeah.
But I knew who she was. She knew who I was. We definitely spoke a few times.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. I mean, the place that we went to school is this itty bitty little town in Alabama called Pensacola, Hope Hole. It's so small. It all blends together. And seeing somebody from there get that famous and big, it's just, it makes me so proud of where I'm from.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. Tell me about the one time, tell them, when you were like in the bar. Remember you and Jacob back home?
Yeah.
That was really cool. I thought that was a good story.
Yeah, we went back home for my dad's 50th and we went to this little bar. And an Ella song came on and everyone's just singing and everyone was so supportive of her and it like brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
It's like our hometown hero.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so happy she's coming here.
I know. I'm so excited. We don't have to go far. I'll be the designated driver. I don't drink anymore. My husband and I, that's another thing too. So we quit drinking a couple months ago, alcohol. And my husband and I, we're big drinkers. I mean, I don't work. He works, but anyways, we have time on our hands. And our kids are grown, so we started drinking a little too much. So we've quit drinking. So we have been doing all these new things that are old things without drinking. This is our first time. And when we have our grandkids, we do not drink hardly at all anyways. We might have one or two, but this is the first trip we didn't have any alcohol. And there was only one time we were at the pool and he was like, do you want a shot? I was like, no, we're not going to do it.
It's tempting,
we've
but
gone
no.
this far. But it's been kind of exciting doing the things we've always done, but not drinking and having to, I don't know, relearn habits. Because when you always have a drink, when you're at the pool, you know, you want that, you know, drink in your hand or going to the beach, just on the boat, everywhere.
It's almost muscle memory.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
going to the theme
I've got
parks.
this.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite place was Finnegan's to get my Hurricane. It was, they top it with that 151 there at Universal Park, you know, so there was a lot of things we were doing, but we've had a really good time. It's been very good practice for us. And we've made it through, you know, like I said, times where we thought, oh, we have to have a drink normally. And we're doing good. I guess I'm just proud of us. We're doing a good job.
I'm really proud of you guys.
We're doing a good job. I mean, Jason's doing excellent.
He's vlogging.
Yeah.
He's making cuckoo clocks.
Yeah.
He's doing all sorts of stuff.
I know. It's been nice.
All of a sudden, he's got time on his hands.
I know. Oh, I have to buy boots. So do you have any boots?
I have
cowboy
boots, but I want new ones.
You want new
obviously.
cowboy boots? Okay.
Baby, I'm from Alabama. I got boots.
Okay. So was that like part of your attire every day? Like when you lived in Alabama? No. Okay. I just didn't know.
No, I was country. I lived on a piece of property with a blue heeler, and I was outside a lot.
Yeah.
And I had boots for that. But I was also, I mean, I lived close to Montgomery, so there was this city, in quotation marks for those who are listening, city aspect. So I wore boots when I was out in the country, bonfires.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a situation like, oh, I wore boots to homecoming.
Yeah. Okay.
There were people that did.
Yeah.
I just wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
I also had a weirdly like emo phase for a few months where I wanted to wear like really brightly colored skinny jeans. Tough times to look back on.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's so funny you mentioned that because one of my good friends here, we were shopping and I was telling her this story about an old friend, and part of the story was about a prom dress and part of the story was about an outfit to go see an Auburn game.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, that's so Alabama to like wear a prom dress to a football game. And I was like, no, wait, no. You got it mixed up. We aren't doing that. We are not doing that. I don't know what you think it's like there, but it's not that crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah, boots for the concert have to be brand new, have to be nice.
Yeah.
I want those green Tacovas.
You do. So I won't be bringing my one little purse. Those green Tacovas are so cute, but I was like, for me, I'm going to buy a pair because I'm on the other side of the hill on my way out and boots are expensive. And because I don't wear them that often, I'm going to get me a pair that I can wear with anything for a concert, or sometimes my husband has work events and they hold them at like clay shoots and barns and do like that kind of stuff. So you have to have cowboy boots. And he's always been trying to get me to buy them. And I'm like, no, I don't need them. But for this concert, I was like, and I've been to lots of country concerts and I've never paid the money to buy them for whatever reason. But this time I was like, I gotta have like the whole outfit for her concert. I'm so excited.
You should find a sexy little like over the knee tight black boot.
Yeah, because then I can wear it with anything.
It would look good on
I want to
you.
get like a little kind of tiny little cute sundress with a jean jacket or something. Like, I don't know. I just
Perfect.
Yeah. So
You could do brown.
oh yeah,
Brown
I
would be
think brown.
classic.
Brown would probably be better for me because when I go to Georgia a lot, it'll match a lot of my clothes. And when we go to Colorado, because we tend to go to Colorado like once a year, we've been doing that. So, anyways, we're off on something else.
No, you're finding reasons to wear your boots.
Yeah, that's to make it like feasible. And I don't want to have a whole bunch in there. I got rid of my high heels. My daughter's like, why did you not give me any? But they would have like a scuff or something. And I was like, well, she doesn't want to wear these. Nobody wants to wear these. I'll donate them. So anyway, I mean, they're pretty,
goodness.
but they had a scuff mark, so never mind.
I mean, some people go to the thrift stores to do art stuff. Like somebody might buy those shoes and paint on them.
Yeah. Oh my
and make their own piece of art.
Yeah.
So maybe they don't want those scuffed heels, but maybe they make them into something else.
Yeah. I just got rid of them because my style changed. We live here in Florida now. I tend to wear flip-flops all the time and jean shorts or workout clothes, and that's my clothing. And even when I go out, we don't tend to leave the island that often, so I just go right around here, and it fits in even in the golf course what I have on. So I mean, yeah. So
until you broke your toe, I had never seen you wear anything other than flip-flops.
Yeah, I had to like put on other shoes. That's true.
Yeah. You had to.
I had to wear a boot. So I had to be even when I was walking so my hips wouldn't get out of place from like walking like this. So yeah, I had to wear regular shoes and it was awful. I hated it. It hurt my feet. My feet are meant to be like out there. Free
Joy's feet.
Yes.
2026.
Oh my gosh. And now I keep forgetting to put a Band-Aid to cover my toe because it's gross looking now because it's black. It's healed, but there's no toenail and it's gross. So when I'm at the pool and stuff, I don't want people to have to look at that. But then also I'm afraid of a Band-Aid falling off in the water. That's really gross too. These are great topics. But it can happen and you don't want it to happen to you.
No. And you don't want to find someone else.
No, it's not cool.
You were being courteous.
Yes, that's what it is. Courteous with my gross feet out there. So anyways, we were talking about traveling last week and the TSA stuff. So Jason, I've told you how I've been wanting him to get TSA pre-check-in. And for his job that he has right now, he got his license in the Virgin Islands. So he might have mentioned that. I don't know. My husband's a licensed land surveyor in a couple of states, and now he has it in the Virgin Islands because his company is going to be doing stuff there. And I've been telling him to get TSA pre-check-in because it's a pain in the butt for us to travel because I will leave him. I'm not one of those nice people who will wait behind. I'm like, no, peace out. You do what you gotta do. I'm going. So he has to get for work this thing called TWIC. Have you heard of it?
No.
So it's for people, it's TSA pre-check-in, but it's for maritime. So he's allowed to go to any secured, he can get on boats, he can get on, what I have to read, he can get unescorted access to secure areas and maritime facilities. So a lot of times you can't just go in these countries and hop on the boats and stuff. He'll have access to be able to do that. So anyways, my point is this will cover him flight. And he said he'll be above me with the TSA pre-check-in because of it. And I was like, well, good. And his work's going to pay for it. So my point
is that true though?
It is true. Yeah.
Oh.
Because like you and I can't go on, it has to do with like military bases, all kinds of places.
So he has like this special clearance.
Yeah, so he can go unescorted. So he doesn't have to be escorted onto these things. He can go into these marine, wherever, like boats, docks, and board stuff with it. I don't know. Either way.
Go Jason.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad he's finally going to have something. The thing is, he keeps missing his appointment. He turned in all the information, and it's 5 minutes from his office, and it literally takes 5 minutes of your time.
Oh, my goodness.
He came home the other day, and I was like, did you go by there? He's like, no. And then today, he was like, I might come home early. I was like, why don't you go do that? Why don't you go do the TWIC thing or whatever? It's TWIC. Why don't you go do that and get that done for work? Because I think the next month is when they're going to be starting to go. So that's what his boss said.
So are you going to get to go with him?
Yes, I am. Not the first time, but I am going to get to go. So I'm very excited. We have like our little budget set aside for me because obviously with the company, he'll get to go with them. But he's got to fly me over there. I got to get there. So yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
I've never been to the Virgin Islands, so I'm very excited to go and see. And
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, and while he's working, I just imagine like I'll just have my bathing suit and a cover up, and I'll just wander around. And yeah, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, St. John's is my favorite because it's just quiet.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of tourism because they have a national park there. I believe it's a national park. Maybe not. It's an underwater park with like plaques in the sand, and you snorkel and read them.
That's cool.
Is that not the coolest thing?
Yeah.
But yeah, St. John's like really nice. They've got good shopping, good food.
We'll definitely have to do that because I snorkeled when I was a kid. And then I went through this phase where I was having panic attacks and like felt claustrophobic. And recently we went to Devil's Den here in Florida. Well, I guess it was last summer actually, so it wasn't recently. Time goes by fast with my son and his girlfriend. And that was really cool, but you have to snorkel. You have to have snorkeling stuff to go into Devil's Den and have it all on. And so I was really stressed out about it. In the beginning, a few times it took me a while to get under the water, but finally I relaxed somewhat. But it's like a dark cavern, and Jason's like, it won't be as bad like if you're in the water, like out and doing stuff. So I told him I'll try again, but I have to buy some stuff because that I rented. Did I rent? I might have. I don't know what I did.
I have a good rec for you.
Okay.
I don't know the brand. Maybe it'll be my rec of the week next week.
Okay.
But it's got like a fabric on the back, so it doesn't pull your hair out.
Oh, nice.
It's not that rubber across the back, but it gets tight enough and it doesn't get loose.
Yeah.
I don't remember the brand, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, because I would need that anyways, because this is a lot.
Yeah, when this hair is wet, I don't need rubber to enter the equation because it's already crazy.
Yeah, it's bad.
You're going to love the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm glad. I don't even know what to expect. I mean, I've obviously seen pictures, and you've been there, and I have a friend who has a place down there, and so she travels there all the time. That's why they ended up buying a place, because it's their favorite place to go.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, anyways,
hopefully he gets his TWIC.
Yeah. Well, he's supposed to. He's supposed to for work, so he has to at some point. I don't know. Like that was him calling earlier. He didn't know I was filming, so. But I don't think he cares, anyways.
maybe he's doing it. We'll cross our fingers.
Maybe that's what he was doing, like letting me
it.
know. Yes, I'm gonna go get this taken care of.
Go, Jason. We're cheering you on.
Yeah. Well,
from the podcast dining table.
Yes. Good luck. Good luck there.
So do you want to get into our main topic?
Yes, please.
Neighbors. We love them. We hate them. We tolerate them.
There's a show about
move
it.
away from them.
Yep. There's a show that like Watch Thy Neighbor or something like that. It's on like Lifetime or ID channel. That's bad.
There's a new one too that came up.
Like on
maybe
Netflix?
it was on HBO.
Oh, okay.
But it was about neighbors who were feuding.
Yeah.
Which I know you've dealt with.
Yes, I have dealt with that. And some of it might be because I have a quick-tempered attitude. So I'm not going to completely blame the other neighbors, but it was over fencing. And I think that can cause a lot of people to get pissed off when there's a fence involved. So, I mean, you like your neighbors, right? All your neighbors right now?
Yeah. So our current neighbor right next to us, he has the same last name as us.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, your last name is common.
So common.
It is common, but it's still weird to be live next door to somebody with it, regardless.
Yeah, so we call him Uncle.
Oh.
And then the neighbor that's just beyond him, they moved in the same year as us. And they have a little Yorkie who hates Groovy.
Oh.
And we met them on walks and just slowly but surely became friends. Our neighborhood does like this crazy Halloween where people come to our neighborhood to do Halloween.
Yeah.
So we all set up a table together.
Nice.
And we just have a great time.
You're like kind of towards like a cul-de-sac, right?
Yeah, we're in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, where you are. So it makes it easier and nice for you to, I guess, block off people from like just being able to drive down there and stuff too.
Yeah, and we throw candy at them. They love our table because they get candy from each one of us. So they're like, oh, this is a good house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
But yeah, we have great neighbors. Whenever I'm scared, like when I'm home alone, I always let them know. I'm like, hey guys, like if I get scared, can I come knock on your door at 2 a.m.? They're like, you can stay here actually if you want.
Yeah.
And I'm going to lunch with one of them next week.
Nice.
So yeah, great neighbors. And in Montgomery, me and Jake's first house alone, we had great neighbors there. It was COVID. And there was this pre-existing group called the Quilting Bee. And we were like, oh, like, we don't know how to quilt. Like, we're not really into that. And like, we're just quilting conversations with drinks in hand. And we were like, all right, we're in. So we would sit in lawn chairs at the edges of our driveway. Because this is March 2020. Like, we don't know what's going on. We are all so far away, just getting to know each other every Friday.
Fun. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good time. Oh, that's neat. I had good neighbors most of the time. This is the first time I've ever dealt with neighbors who we've had issues with. Even when we were moving to Georgia for the first time, we moved into duplex. I was sick. I got food poisoning, and our son was 6 months old. Our daughter was 4. Maybe she was probably 5 by then. Either way, we moved in, and the neighbors that were there came out and helped us and moved us into our duplex. And when we lived in Georgia at another house that we had just built, my neighbor, my husband traveled all the time, and he traveled when we lived in the duplex as well. So all the neighbors would look out for me. I had to drive my daughter or my son to sleep a lot at night. I'd have to put him in his car seat and drive around my neighborhood because he would not go to bed. And it was just a way to put him to sleep. So I'd get my poor daughter back there, just sitting there, and then him. I drive around, and every time I'd pull back in, my neighbor, he'd come out and he'd be like, is everything okay, Miss Joy? Like, are you good? And I was like 24, and he's still saying this to me, but he was this college guy. Actually, he played football for North Carolina, and he had just graduated college, was living, in his first house as well next to us. And his name was Stefan, and he was just so nice. So I always had people looking out for me. This is my first time, and we lived here the longest. This is the longest I've ever lived in any house. And we don't get along with our neighbors. So it's kind of great. They're waiting for us to move because they've been there longer than us. They're like, I can't wait for these people next door to move. But yeah, it was all over a fence. My husband's a land surveyor. So unfortunately for them, we would win out with the law side, with the surveying and all of it. And I was very, blunt about that. So,
well, there's no question about it that Jason knew what was going on with the land. Fences are scary.
They are. It's stressful. So I'll try to surmise it in like a short little story with them. But we moved in here, and we hadn't even lived here yet. We were redoing things around the house. So we were still in our rental, coming back and forth. And the first thing they said to us is, hey, when you guys redo this, are y'all going to redo the fence? And we're like, not right away, because we have a pool and they have a pool. And so we are eventually going to have to redo the fence. Also, you have to have a fence if you have a pool legally to protect you from safety, anyways, insurance, all that. So they said they would go in half with us on their side of the fence. They agreed to that. They told us that. That's the first thing they said to us. And every few months they'd ask us, are you guys going to do this fence anytime soon? We're like, no, not right now, because it's expensive. And by the way, I wish we'd have done the fence right away, because the quote we got was like $3,000 for a vinyl fence around our yard. That's not what we paid. We paid double that, maybe even more than that, and they weren't going to help us by that point. So when we finally, a hurricane came through, knocked down the fence. We had to put a fence up, dealing with HOA, dealing with the neighbors, dealing with the line where it was, because they tied to us and they were like this much over on our property, all this stuff. And when I said, okay, I think we're going to go in, this is what it's going to cost over here for your side, they're like, we never said we'd do that. And I was like, well, here's your text, here's your messages. You don't want to now? Okay, fine. Well, then guess what I'm doing? I'm taking my part of my property back. So I got petty, but it's not really petty. It's our property. So there was just a whole bunch of, we started fighting over the fence stuff, and I cussed them out a few times. I was like, if you saw me, you would have thought she is crazy because I was pissed off.
I'm surprised I've never seen them.
You've probably seen them out. They quit going to Mellow because that was where we were regulars. They quit going there. And then a few times they go to Mojo's a lot. I didn't realize they would go there that often. But one of my friends used to be the manager there, and they don't know that she's one of my good friends. So we came in there one time and she was working, and they were sitting there, and I had to sit next to her because there was no other, my neighbor. I had to sit because there's nowhere else at the bar. And they're talking to her and kind of ignoring me, and they didn't realize what good friends we were, and that she comes here to my house a lot. So she knows all the back stuff. I don't know. It was just kind of funny.
And she didn't know these
she
people
didn't know
were
they
your
were.
neighbors.
She didn't know they were the ones. No, she had no idea. These are the ones I've been bitching about this whole time. And so when they left, I told my friend, I was like, "Oh my God, those are the ones." She's like, "What?" She's like, "All these times we've been out in your backyard partying," and she's like, "I had no idea those were the neighbors you were talking about," because they're really nice people, and they are. They're nice. They're not bad people. It's just I don't like them, and they don't like me. So
Yeah.
Now I will say, it's always common ground, and she's super sweet to me. We've gotten nicer. I did apologize to her one time finally over the fence. I said, I just want to let you know, I'm really sorry for cussing you out and being kind of crazy over all this. I apologize for my behavior, bad behavior, and all this. She never answered me, never said anything. However, she has grandkids now. So when she's outside, she always says, "Oh, say hi to Miss Joy." It's kind of softened us, because when she sees me with my grandkids now, she's always, which we would never be rude regardless, anybody, just, and when there's kids around, that would never happen. But it's softened us towards each other through all these years. So I don't know.
Well, at least it's not getting scary.
Yeah, it's not like like I said, that one show where like people get killed and people fight.
Yeah.
People
are constantly living in fear over their neighbors.
Yeah, it's Fear Thy Neighbor. That's what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is. Fear Thy Neighbor. Now we have it put together. That's what it is. Yeah, that's scary. I told Jason, he's like, that would be crazy. He's like, well, you were on the verge, honey, with your crazy antics.
Well, I have a question for you.
Okay.
When you get a new neighbor, what do you do? Say it's like a rental house that they move in and out of once a year, every year, like clockwork.
I just don't. I don't do anything.
You don't do anything?
No. I would say when I was younger and we lived in our cul-de-sac and the kids, I had my kids, I was a lot friendlier. I would go knock on the door, introduce myself, bring something. But I would see they had kids. My kids are going to be playing, interacting. It was just different.
Yeah, you kind of needed to know who those people were.
I wanted to know what was going on. Yeah, they were living right next door. They had children. We used to have a lot of block parties where we lived. And so everybody got along. And we wanted to make sure everybody felt included,
Yeah.
Here, it's been different because I moved here. My son was in 11th grade at the time. I don't have to get to really know my neighbors. You want to be cordial and respectful. But I also don't want to be friends with my neighbors necessarily, because it just is weird. I don't know, want them always over all the time knocking on my door. I don't know. It's just,
I do be knocking on my neighbor's door.
so yeah, it's just different. It's just different now, but I used to make sure people felt welcome and stuff. But
Yeah.
now I just shut my door, my blinds, and don't want to be friends with anybody.
No new friends.
No new friends.
We have new neighbors to the right of us.
Is this the one where the couple that moved out with their dog?
Cat. Yeah, they had 2 cats.
And they're, okay, yes, all right.
And my dog
Yeah, we don't have to go into all that, but yes.
didn't like them.
Yes.
So, yeah, we have new neighbors in that house. I haven't personally seen them, but they had a U-Haul for like the whole weekend. And I think it was there till like Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I was outside and I was kind of like peeking and like waiting out to see like if I could maybe introduce myself, because I don't know, I feel like I need to. And I used to make this little sheet and it would say, "This is my dog Groovy," and it'd have his picture.
Aww.
He's not nice. Like, if you see him out, please call one of these numbers and do not approach.
Oh, that's really sweet, though. That's nice of you to do that.
I feel like it was more liability than anything.
But still.
Groovy's a liability.
No, I know, but that would make me feel good because I'm scared of dogs. So I'm very afraid of dogs. I was attacked when I was younger, and I'm scared of them. I'm scared of little dogs because they can bite and it can hurt. If some little yippy dog gets my heel, it's going to hurt. And then I also imagine like all the animals turning on me and then that would hurt too. So it's kind of a weird thing that goes through my brain that's not logical. Yeah. So I would have appreciated something like that from somebody because it would have made me feel calmer.
Yeah. Well, you know, nowadays
energy.
I like to give that piece of paper with something else. I also include a picture of my 2 cats and say like, they should never be out. If they are,
if you see them, please tell me.
My Mowgli looks like every cat in the neighborhood, so I don't even know. But Ash is unique, and she needs a picture on there. I need to give that with something, but it's hard to figure it out because people don't drink these days. People are gluten-free. People don't eat meat.
And people are afraid to take food from other people nowadays.
People are afraid to take food.
Yeah, it's not like when we were younger. So
I just can't think of a good welcome to being my neighbor gift.
No, that's not like crazy expensive, but that's simple. But like you said, it's almost hard to even give like a bottle of wine because you don't want it to be too cheap, but you don't want them to spend expensive.
And you don't want to offend them.
Yeah, if they don't drink or they're religious or this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way harder now. I don't know.
I have no clue what to do.
Options.
I had this fun idea to get like a cup, like a measuring cup, and then fill it with sugar.
Yeah.
And like have it in some sort of like cute little cellophane bag. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then just take that with the piece of paper.
Make sure
like,
you hand
if
it
you ever
physically to
need
them.
a cup of sugar.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know, we're here. Like, and that sort of thing. But you can't buy just a cup. You have to buy the whole set.
Yeah.
And like people have that already. It's just not a good idea. So I don't know. Any ideas?
Send them her way.
For my neighbors. Our house across the way is also up for lease. And we have these revolving neighbors and we have gotten along with everyone in these houses so far. It's just... It is kind of stressful to have a new neighbor every year.
We do, but I know the owners of the ones across the street from us. So we know the owners. They're in the military. They're in the Navy, and so one of them, she does what's that called where you're not in the military anymore, but you're a civil servant, I guess.
Oh yeah.
So she does that, and so she's been gone for 2 years now, and she was only supposed to be gone for a year because she had retired, and they asked her to come back. And then the people across the way, they've had 2 different families move in there, and they're not coming back for 5 or 6 years. They said anyways. I don't even know if they'll come back now because they had a baby, and they weren't planning on that. And they're up by her family and his family, and I couldn't imagine them wanting to come back here when you have grandkids and you have made yourself back with your family like that. I don't know, coming down here. But she's luckily had really great renters. The one lady... Not so much the first time. Now they've been fine. They take care of everything. And then we have that one house down the way that sold. And I want to know who the neighbors are for that house. We had some shady shit go down on the corner house. And so I've been curious. Bad neighbor. Bad neighbor. And
can we talk about it?
Yeah. I mean, it's in the court system. It's out there.
Yeah. It's say what happened. It's crazy.
So he is a sicko who, got in trouble for messing with little girls. And one day, and I didn't know this, me and my husband used to be regulars at Mellow. And so a lot of people know us up there, and I tend to talk to everybody everywhere. And for whatever reason, I would never talk to this couple. I don't know. And it had nothing to do with a feeling. It wasn't anything like that. It's nothing like that. It just, I would never talk to him. And my husband would always say, oh, those are our neighbors. I'm like, well, I don't recognize them because I didn't. And one day I see cops and what's that? Like crime scene, all this stuff down there. And my first thought was, oh shit, he killed his girlfriend. That's what I thought. I thought, oh, that's what happened. It's a murder, suicide, or something crazy. So I walked down because I'm being a busybody. I want to know what the hell's happening. And the cop's like, do you know them? And I was like, oh yeah, I know them. I don't know them. I said, did he kill her? He's like, no, but he's been shot. And I was like, oh. He goes, it was an accident. And I said, an accident? I was like, really? That's what they were telling us. He accidentally shot himself. This guy's in the military. He was a pilot. He was in the Navy. Like, I know those guys know how to shoot. They know how to take care of their guns. It was not an accident. So then I thought, oh, okay, why did he try to kill himself was my assumption. And he did try to kill himself because that day he was supposed to turn himself in for sentencing. He was getting 9 years for messing with these little girls, and there was DNA and all this kind of stuff. His girlfriend of 2 years, mind you, this man, his wife divorced him right away when she found this out. He had kids and she left. His girlfriend would come into the restaurant and say, I'm sticking by this guy. I'm standing by him. She stood by him all this time. There was DNA. There was everything. He's now in prison for 30 years, thank goodness. And I hope in that household, he doesn't have his retirement. I hope the victims went after him. They're grown now, but when this started, you guys, this was in 2018. So this has been going on for a lot of years for this finally to come full circle. But I'm hoping he doesn't have this money for them, like commissary and stuff. I want him to suffer tremendously.
I hope that he isn't living his best life.
Yeah, I hope he's suffering in prison. I hope that his retirement, because he had retired from the Navy, so I don't know that they can stop him from getting that at that point, like the military. I think if you get in trouble during the military, they could stop you from getting your retirement.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but obviously there's a suit,
there's got to be
a lawsuit against him, and he had to have lost that.
I hope so, because
that's not public knowledge. So
yeah, I don't know. So I just hope he's living his worst life. So I've been trying to figure out who these neighbors are that bought it. Now I'm not going to go and tell them the whole story because I don't want to have to be out there gossiping about that with them. But I just wonder if they know, that there was a crime scene in their living room, where he, unfortunately or fortunately, I wish he would have not made it, maybe just because now we're paying taxpayer dollars to support him and keep him alive, and where he doesn't deserve to be. I hope he's in, I don't know. I hope he's not in segregation. I hope he's out in population. They all know what he did, so he can be tortured. And it sounds really nice, but you don't mess with kids. That's so awful. That's my opinion.
Yeah, it's the worst thing you can do.
And the fact that his girlfriend stood by him all this time is insane to me. That's crazy. That makes her just as bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Joy, do you ask if someone's ever been killed in your house before you buy it?
Yes, I do.
We did too.
Yeah, I ask about a lot of stuff. I've been into a house where somebody was murdered when we were looking for houses in Georgia. So that's another story. There was a dead body in their freezer and I didn't know. So, I mean, that's crazy.
A near miss.
Yeah, a near miss. The fact, we were looking for a house, my husband and I, and this guy was out mowing his lawn. There was a for sale sign and I'm just young and dumb. I don't know what. There wasn't a lot of shows on yet, by the way. This was in my early 20s. Maybe that's why, because I'm a lot more crazy about stuff like that. Now I'm that could be a murderer. Don't go there. Don't.
You're the queen of not going down a dirt road.
Yeah, because there could be bad stuff down there. My kids are afraid of garage sales in certain places because I'm no, they could be cooking you up there. Don't go. It could be a setup. It's not real. It's a country road. You don't know what's going on at the end of there. They could have it. Oh, it's bad. But yeah, I went to this guy's house and let him show me around his house. And a couple days later, my husband and I were watching TV. My husband was mad that I did that. He's why would you go into some random guy's house? I was I don't know. What's the worst that could happen? He gets arrested. His wife's body was in the freezer. That's why he was selling the house. It wasn't it was crazy. So yeah.
Bad neighbors.
Bad neighbors. Yeah.
Please write in and tell us. You can DM us on Instagram or TikTok or even I don't know, email us and tell us your good neighbor stories, your bad neighbor stories. Are you friends with your neighbors? What do you give new neighbors? We want to hear about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ew.
Did you get some lint from your thing in there?
Literally so gross. Lint. Okay.
It's
Ready?
not belly lint.
No, not belly lint.
Sorry about that. I just think of my grandkids and they're like, that's me, my belly button.
I don't get belly lint.
I don't either.
Jake does.
Jason does too. You think it's because they have hair in their belly?
Maybe.
I think it's why, because like it's hair.
It like collects
Yeah.
from the shirt.
Yeah.
But I've never had that experience.
No, but I think we don't have hair in our belly button. Look in his belly button and see if he has hair, because Jason has like hair.
I'll look. Let me see that belly button, Jacob.
I didn't know every inch of you, and I don't think I have this memorized good enough.
I've asked him, like, has this been happening your whole life? Because I don't get that. I thought that was a myth. I thought that was just like a little cute cartoon thing.
It's a man thing, I think.
Okay, speaking of romance, maybe. Hot take of the week. Okay. That couple that climbed the Empire State Building and then he proposed to her
It was so romantic.
So romantic.
I mean, for them, I think it's beautiful because that's what they do. They
it didn't
climb.
hurt anybody.
No.
Yes, like people were like, what the heck are they doing up there? Are they trying to like destroy this building? I get that. They were dressed in all black and had masks on.
Yeah, it does look scary. It does look scary.
But if you go to their Instagram, like that's what they do. They just climb buildings.
Her in a sexy dress up high on a building, holding on like barely, like it's yeah.
Her ring is stunning.
It's gorgeous. It could sparkle like set like the sun and like rays down to earth like from high.
Like what a story! Every time that's where your dad proposed to me.
Yeah,
it's up there,
very magical,
where no one has ever been,
where nobody's ever been proposed to before ever. Like for him to come up with, I mean, I guess it makes sense that he would come up with that because that's what they do. They climb, you know, but still
he had to do it on some building.
Yeah, he couldn't have done it random. Like, yeah, and New York is perfect. Don't a lot of couples get married there or like proposed to there?
Yeah.
See, so no.
And apparently Taylor Swift is like maybe getting married there tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Or what's today? We're filming this on the 2nd.
Yeah.
Is today the 2nd? Yeah.
I think so.
So I think. Well,
wait,
no, tomorrow's
so is she
Friday.
gonna get married like in Rhode Island where her house is out there, or you mean New York?
I don't know. I'm not really into it all. I've just been seeing a lot about how apparently she's getting married in Madison Square Garden.
Oh.
And there's all these things happening. There's like people wearing Taylor Swift shirts. Someone saw a baby grand piano being taken in, and like there was a schedule release. Mm-hmm. But then all the Taylor fans are saying, no, this has Easter eggs all over it. She's tricking everyone and is actually getting married to someone else. And this is maybe just going to be an event.
Yeah.
So
it's 4th of July weekend. I can't imagine her getting married during this weekend. I think it'd be, to me, she celebrates the 4th a lot. Like I've seen a lot of her post over the years, and it's a big celebration she does. I can't imagine she's going to want that to be her anniversary as well. I don't know. I don't know how people are, but
we'll see.
I thought her proposal was beautiful. The way he set all that up with the flowers, like it was cinematic, or whatever the word is, but
and very her.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I can't even imagine what her wedding's gonna be like. I don't know. And how is he gonna afford her?
I don't think he has to, is the thing.
Okay.
Like, yeah. She's a billionaire.
Yeah.
She can do whatever she wants. She doesn't need his money.
No, she doesn't. I just mean like, how do you do thoughtful things for somebody? I guess really know them. He's really going to know her because, I know she appreciates, anybody does, thoughtful things, thoughtful gifts, or thoughtful gestures. But it's like he really has to do those because she can do anything for herself. My husband and I, obviously, don't even have a penny of that. And we have to be thoughtful because we can do whatever we want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Up to our means. So like to be able to, I don't know.
I feel like when you're that famous as Taylor Swift is, dated all these guys, have obviously been treated poorly, or at least, at the very least, not how she wants to be treated.
Right.
The greatest gift that he can give her is treating her well.
Yeah.
Showing up for her.
Which he seems to.
Yeah. So maybe that's all she wants from him, because she might not need, she doesn't need
anything. No.
Money.
No.
She doesn't need gifts from him.
No.
Like, I think she just truly loves him.
Yeah.
And needs him to be there for her.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Good luck, Taylor and Trav.
Yeah. It makes me think of like one of her first songs that came out. You know, she's talking about like, I'm on the bleachers, da, 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 da. Everybody who's Taylor Swift fan is like pissed right now at me doing that. Sorry.
Yeah. It's the love story song.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yes. But I mean, it's like kind of crazy. So, I don't know. That's amazing. Let's do some questions.
Yes.
You ask first.
What's your ideal Saturday?
So my ideal Saturday, my wish, doesn't happen, is to, well, actually part of it does. Like my husband and I, we wake up and we lay in bed for a few hours and just play on our phones and relax. And then I prefer to like never leave my house, but we have to leave. So, my ideal Saturday, I apologize everybody, would be to lay in that bed and not get out and just watch my shows. Any of my housewife shows or Bravo shows. I'm watching $1 Million Nanny right now, and it is so good. It's on Hulu.
I'll have to watch that.
You
that
need
sounds
to watch
interesting.
It only was 7 episodes.
Okay.
So it's good. It's very interesting. It's not on Bravo, so maybe that's why my lights flickered. Like, wait, what?
Your Bravo ghost.
Sorry.
Checking in.
I'm still watching Bravo, I promise. There's Bravo people on Hulu.
Yeah.
So, but that's it. Just laying around, doing nothing.
Love that.
What is yours?
Ideally, it's 75 degrees outside.
Oh, okay. Where do you live? Not here. You're not in Florida. You're on vacation.
Yeah, maybe I'm here, but it's October.
Okay.
And me and Jake are going to wake up, make a coffee, play with our dog, leave the house to do something, grab a lunch, be back by 3, and maybe do a little something around the house.
Yeah.
Garden or something. Mm-hmm. And then cook dinner together. Aww. And play a game.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Like, that's a perfect Saturday.
Mine, like I said, is just laying in the bed. And my husband's there too. But he, especially now that since we don't drink, there's hardly any of those days anymore because he's rearing to go. There's no hangover.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Jake has to wake up pretty early during the week, and I don't. I can wake up later. I typically am up when he's up.
Yeah.
And then I just lay in bed and cuddle with my animals until I'm running late.
Yeah.
But
that's okay.
He wants to sleep in on the weekend, so I have to kind of like tiptoe out of bed if I want to like have a morning on the patio or something, because I would feel so bad if I woke him up.
Yeah, we don't sleep in. Jason and I, even on the weekends, we don't sleep in. So
it's hard.
Yeah.
As you get older, I'm learning.
Yeah. It's
like our one mutual friend who's in his 70s.
Yeah.
Wakes up at like 5 a.m. and I'm thinking to myself, how are you doing that? Oh, it's because you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You just wake up earlier and earlier every year.
And then you are tired. He might take a nap around 4 or so, but then he's up. But then by 7:30 or 8, he wants to go back to bed. You know,
cannot be up past 10.
No. And I understand it. I'm there with him. I get it. So yeah, but that's why you have to work in their window. That's why I like the early bird special. I like to eat my dinner at 4. When we had the grandkids, I was in hog heaven because they around 4 o'clock they're ready for their food, and they'll still get their snacks later on, but they are ready. Like, where's my meal? When's it coming? My husband does not like to eat at that time. I was enjoying all my time. Like, oh, it's time to eat now. I get to eat when I want to eat because my clock is still on kid time. For whatever
I love
reason,
eating early.
I like to eat early, but I also don't snack like my husband later. Even, I mean, if I took a gummy or something, I'm still not going to eat later. I just,
No.
I don't care.
Well, it's not good to.
No.
Jake will eat a snack, like a terrible snack, like Doritos at 10 and then go lay down and be asleep by 10, 12.
Yeah.
And I am like, how do you do that? Like,
No.
you're waking up with a stomach ache or something. He's fine. But if I were to do that, I would gain 10 pounds.
And feel sick.
And not be able to do anything the next day.
No, it would be awful. So that's probably the difference. Jason's hungry by a certain time still, wanting to eat food. And if he had a meal, maybe like normal people who go out and have dinner around 6:30 or 7, then he's not going to be snacking later on because he ate his dinner. But I am starving by that time.
Well, 6:37 that's dessert time. That's time for dessert.
Yeah.
Now, what I'll say, when I'm on vacation, I want to eat late.
Yeah.
I want to eat because I'm doing stuff all day.
I will eat later on vacation. I do that. But that's, like you said, we're doing activities. There's things going on. We aren't sleeping in typically on vacation. Jason and I tend to get up early even on those times, but we're going to do something fun or see something, and then we'll eat a later breakfast, like maybe 11 or 12, so.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then that's why, so it does go later usually. Now the vacation I just had with my grandkids, it didn't, but that's because we were up really early and I was exhausted. By the time my grandkids were ready to go to bed, I was grateful. And I had planned for us to stay out later because I was like, whatever they want to do, I will push through. But they were, by 8:30, both my grandkids were like exhausted by the end of the day, ready to lay down. We'd lay in bed and they would just like, we could get them to even watch a movie with us and they'd pass out. And I'm like, okay.
So perfect.
So
you were on their time.
Yes. And I love their time. So I was happy with it. I was happy with all their stuff. So I guess we maybe kind of covered this, maybe not. What is your favorite time of day?
Oh, that's kind of tricky. I really love 10 a.m. because 10 a.m. like on a weekday or a weekend.
Yeah.
Your day is still ahead of you. You have all this opportunity. You could be chilling. You could be doing something.
Yeah.
10 a.m. is good.
Yeah.
I also love whenever the sun is like sunset hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's so pretty.
That's my favorite time of day is because we're wrapping up the night. I'm in my PJs usually. I'm in my PJs a lot, but
all day PJs.
Yeah, all day PJs. I get out of them sometimes, but it's like when I know I can be in my pajamas and we're on the couch and we're just watching our shows and doing whatever. And I know like I don't have to leave the house. I'm stuck here now in my cozy little space, everything blacked out and locked out because I'm always, nobody's looking at my house, but I'm always like imagine like some spy just coming by. So I like everything closed and locked down, and that's my favorite time. So of day.
Love it. My other question was first concert, which you already said.
Oh yeah, New Kids. When was yours?
So my first mainstream concert was Justin Bieber.
Okay.
And I couldn't even tell you what year that was.
Jalen's was Destiny
He was
Child.
Purple.
Yeah. Jalen's was Destiny Child, and it was at Wild Adventures, and she was 5 years old. She was 4.5. And Destiny's Child came through there, and yeah, so we saw Beyonce.
That's a good first concert.
I was pregnant as could be. It was hot as hell, and it was good though. It was fun, but that was her first concert. So
fun. You have a word for me this week?
Yes, I do. Okay, it's abject.
Abject.
No, yeah, ABJECT.
Okay, so it's got to be different than object.
It's an adjective, which
doesn't really mean anything.
No,
to
because
me.
I know you heard this word, by the way. Oh, and I got this word from I looked up SAT words, like the words that would be on SAT, and I thought, because I will not know those. And I was right. This was the first word that popped up, and I was like, I don't know what this word means. I was like, I've never even heard it.
Okay, I'm trying to think of but ject. I'm trying to think like the Latin of it all, but you're gonna have to tell me because I don't know.
So it means of the most contemptible kind. Contemptible, like contempt. You know, like there's the word. Contemptible.
Okay.
So like contempt is my assumption, right? Wouldn't that be? But isn't that weird? Means of the most contemptible kind, like somebody who's contemptible. What is contemptible? I was thinking like the word contempt, right?
Yeah.
But I don't get it. I don't even know how you would use it in a sentence. They are such abject.
They're such an abject.
They're such an abject. Like what? Because it's an adjective. Isn't that weird?
Contempt is whenever you go behind someone's back.
No, contempt means like I'm holding. Isn't contempt like I have contempt for them? Like I don't know.
I don't know what it means.
I'm looking up contemptible. Let's look up.
I know you can be like held in contempt.
Contemptible. Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. What's contemptible?
It's a court thing.
Is contemptible is a common typo for the Spanish word contable. No. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is good. This is inquiring minds want to know. So CONTEMPT. This is riveting. Someone or something that is worthless, vile, or deserving of strong scorn and disrespect. Oh.
Okay, so your old neighbor.
Yes.
He's contemptible.
He's abject.
He's abject.
He's an abject. He's an abject, and I hope he's getting it in prison. Oh my God.
Okay, well, that was a fun. Now we know what that means. Now we know, honestly, 2 words.
We know 2 words, but I'll still forget, just so everybody knows. So if it comes up again, I don't think I'll remember. But
do you remember tridecaphobia?
Yeah,
tridectophobia.
It was scared of Friday or 13. Friday the 13th.
Scared of the number 13.
13. I was thinking scared of Friday. I was thinking like Friday the 13th is why I was thinking. So.
Oh yeah, but they're terrified of that.
That's why. So that's what I was thinking of. So I was close on a word.
Super close.
Came up with. I didn't come up with the word, but came up to talk about.
Okay, so last week we were supposed to do a recommendation of the week.
Yes,
and we forgot. So we have come prepared for our Recs of the week. Joy, do you have one?
Yes, it is cold press rosehip oil, and I put it on in the evenings. And the reason you want cold press, I looked this up a while back, is because it keeps all the minerals and the natural in it. If you cook the oil, I guess it can cook a lot of the nutrients out. But I just put it on my face every evening, a little drop all over. I put it on my granddaughter. She got a little red from the sun. And she'd get little dry patches. So she loved it. She was having fun, putting a little bit on her face too and rubbing it in. So her and I in the evening would dab on our oil.
I love that.
And then rest. But they say it's good for your skin. So, even if you have greasy skin, oily skin, it's still good for your skin. It'll, get in there and dry overnight.
Perfect.
So yeah.
I love a nice little oil.
I love it. So, and I think it's working. Maybe.
Yes, it's working. My rec of the week is purse flats.
Okay.
You can get them on Amazon. I was looking into them for this concert because I wanted to wear heels, but I didn't want to walk a mile in heels.
Yeah.
So I found these purse flats so cheap. They go like this small.
Okay.
And they just zip into a little pouch. You pull them out and you can put on your purse flats.
That's cool. And then you walk, and then you can put your heels on in between, right? So
I could hold my heels on the walk back to the car.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's actually a great recommendation that I could have used a long time ago. Thanks, Ley.
Well, I was thinking that somebody had have made that.
Yeah.
So I just looked on Amazon, and lots of companies do.
Nice.
I forget the brand I got, but look into the purse flats.
Yeah, that's nice.
Especially if you're wearing uncomfy shoes.
I'm trying to think of who it was, and I wish I could remember right now because they wear high heels all the time, and it's a celebrity person. It's not it's Melania Trump. She wears high heels. I'm sure like Paris Hilton probably does too, like all the time. And how do you wear those all day and all night? Do you know what I'm saying? Like
I just
and
feel
walk
like your
out
feet have to be
in excruciating pain, because I'm in pain when I wear them for a few hours. Like at a wedding, I'm in pain. So I can't imagine all day having to walk around wearing those.
I know someone who uses spray lidocaine
Oh,
just to numb
and it
their
really
feet.
works.
Yeah, but their feet are really ugly.
Oh, well, like dancer
Love
feet.
you, girl.
Probably like dancer feet. Like dancer feet. People who are dancers, their feet. I mean,
Yeah, you're basically like breaking your toes.
oh, like Tate McRae has to wear high heels while she dances on stage. That is insane to me. Like full out moving. I fall with no shoes on or break my toe every other week for no freaking reason. I couldn't imagine like dancing in high heels. It'd be scary.
Yeah.
It'd be scary having me anywhere.
Surely they have like specific dancing high heels that they have trained
on the bottom. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But that's crazy.
More power to those people.
Yes.
They should get some purse flats.
Yes. Well, they have carriers too, probably, that have the purse slats for them. Just hand them out and stuff. But that's a great idea. I'll have it ready for the next concert we go to, except for I guess I'll be wearing boots. But
They could still get uncomfortable.
yeah, they could. I might break them in here running around my house. That's what I thought about. I was like, I'll just wear them inside, like so they don't get ruined or scuffed until the concert. I'll just walk around here wearing my boots.
We need to go boot shopping. Let's go boot shopping.
We need to go.
Want to go right now?
Maybe we can go right now.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, like us, follow us, and we'll see you next time. Have a
See
good one.
ya.
Bye. All right.
All right.
I think we did good.
A little all over the place.
Yeah. I still think we wrangled it back in.